Hi, Tammy Louise with TLC Designs. It is Thursday, Michigan, 8 o'clock. What was it, about 40 degrees today, Mr.
Yeah, something like that.
We're getting a little bit warmer. The days are getting a little bit longer. So I want to say thank you for everyone that showed up last week. I finally got back into the swing and started the lives again. As you might be able to tell, we have the lights up now that are a little bit more appropriate. You can see me a little bit better. I want to welcome anyone that might be new from any of the Facebook groups that we share this live with on a weekly basis. And today we're going to play with, there's a monthly sketch challenge. And you get so much product for $5. You play on a monthly basis and you can actually win $10 for the grand prize. Gives you the sketch, which is the basis for the design of the card, which I know a lot of people, even design team members, struggle sometimes with what design to create. And the place where you're going to put the significant portion of the card, in other words, it could be a sentiment, the focal point, could be the sentiment, could be one larger illustration that you spent a few hours coloring. It could actually just be design paper with a stamped sentiment, anything like that. Sometimes it's hard for us to pull it out of our head and say, oh, that's what I think I'll make this time. And then sometimes we get half into one and we think, wait a minute, I left so much of that card blank. I'm just not very happy with it. So sometimes the sketches can get the creative juices flowing, and you can adjust and adapt them any way you want. In other words, if I had some, like today we have the banners that are coming down. There's 3 little banners that come down in this card. And if I wanted to adapt it, I could put the banners horizontally instead of vertically. I could use a round die instead of the loving petal square, which is more of a square die with little corners cut out. So adapt it to your style or your stash. If you wanted to play the challenge along with us, it's number 118 in the store. And it's $5 if you purchase that one. And you get design paper, digital. You get the digital images. There's always sentiments in the set. And you get a sketch attached to it. And then one of the design team members, I think Lynn, was not able to do February's, but for the most part, the design team on a monthly basis, when it opens on the first of the month, will do a YouTube video. So you can just like go to our YouTube channel and follow along and watch her actually create the entire sketch. We've been doing it for about a year and a half, 2 years,
Yeah,
something like that. And we've alternated design team members. So some of them have a style that's a little bit more shabby chic. Some of them have a style that's very prominent and primary colors. But pick and choose what you like to watch and check it out when you get a chance. So we are going to go to the hands-on section of the live right now. Go ahead. Okay. So I still don't have a way to view what is being shown.
yeah, you're right in the center, so
Okay.
fine.
So I can kind of tell that you guys can see everything. So this is the card that I designed last Thursday. And it was using the release that came out on the 15th. It's Pizza Party Papers. And the sentiment stamp comes with not the Pizza Parlor, but the Pizza Pals digital stamp set, which are really adorable. And there's also the Pizzeria digital stamp set. The entire release was digital, but this is how I finished it off. I was talking about doing a little bit of antique linen distressing on the edges to kind of make it look like a cooked piece of pizza. And it's in the shape of a piece of pizza, which I thought was really cute. I added a little bit of bow tie with the string and distressed the edge, and that was it. That completed last week's subject. So I took some pictures of this, and I believe I put them on the release. We are currently hopping, so you have until, I think she said the 20th, and then we'll announce on the 25th. So if you want to hop along and win $20 gift card to the store, please do so at TLC Designs Instagram channel. Do we have anyone that I should say hi to?
Faith and Amy Dotson Dixon.
So I have a very talented niece. I haven't had an opportunity to get with her very often, but her name is Faith, and she's with us tonight. And her and I have been having discussions about her illustrating because she's going to be an art teacher. So she is super talented, and we are working on a set of stamps that I think everyone is going to love. TLC Designs does not carry your average day-to-day stamps. We will only manufacture and produce and sell exclusive stamps, regardless who the actual illustrator is. Like Krista Smith, who illustrated the 2 little robot images that we're going to play with tonight. Everybody knows her from Saturated Canary. She's a genius when it comes to the illustrations. And we have Lee Holland, Maria Maddow, and I illustrate in the store things like Gazing Gabe, Winking Wanda. Those are something that I personally illustrated. So when you purchase anything from TLC Designs, it's not something that you're going to find in any other store. And I think that kind of holds us out to a higher desire, because you know that when you create something with it, it's going to be something different than what's the major things that are out there. So this is the card that I'm going to make today. So cute. Look how cute. Oh. Simultaneously. James, you shouldn't do that to me. That kind of throws me off. Okay, so I'm sorry. He's still gonna do it. So let me see. We're gonna do an A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 across the top by 5 1/2 tall. I'm just gonna grab one of my pre-made bases. And going off of what I have digitally created, so I kind of made this on the computer this morning, so I wouldn't have to actually create 2 of them. So what I wanted to do was follow the sketch. And James, would you please put up the picture of the sketch that I sent you to Dropbox?
Let's see. Which one?
I don't know. I can't see the screen because it's too far away. It's not 1, 2, or 3. It's.
Oh, those are the ones you got me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All
right, show that one.
This one?
Yeah. You see what it is. That's the right one. So here's the sketch, guys. This one comes with, you get the gift cards and other prizes, but it has a 9-bot Besties digital stamp set with the sketch number 118, Sincerely Yours, designer paper. It started February 1st. It is on sale currently for $5. You do not get the actual die, but it is recommended to go with this particular sketch. So that's what I wanted to show you there. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 sentiments. Go down to the next picture, please, so that we can get all of those out of the way. So on top of the sketch that opened February 1st, it goes to February 28th. Well, the last day of every single month. So we have the new release that came out on February 15th with the pizza stuff. And this is the hop. These are some of the projects from the hop that the design team created. They really got intense when it came to this, because the one that's black with the dots, she used one of the new stencils that we just brought out 2 months ago. And I can't figure out how she did it. So I asked her very nicely, begged her practically, to do a YouTube video on how the heck she did that. Because the black stuff on the inside of the stencils is shiny, but then the stencil white part is multicolored. So I didn't get it. But we have another woman that lives in Finland. Her name is Merja, and she knocked they're not trolls. They're not, yeah, they are trolls, not gnomes. Those hair coloring, the pink on the girl and the green on the boy, they stand out and they look fantastic. And this is with the Star Spangled confetti star-shaped die on the inside with a shaker on it. And she really knocked it out of the park. Now, the mix and match releases are not new products. They use the previous month's brand new products and they combine them with some of the stash that's in the store. So the ladies are asked to kind of combine and bring back some of the oldies and goodies and show you how they can be used with even the new stuff if you were to be increasing your stash. So let's go to the next one. What else did I send you? Oh, Lynn, for the release of the sketch that we're working on today, did this project. If you want to go in and watch her video, how she created this, that is her project. So do we have anything else that we haven't seen? Okay. All right, go back to the hands-on section, please. Thank you very much. So this is an easy assembly. I wanted to kind of go through and explain why I chose. What in the world happened to my tape runner, Mr. Conlove?
I didn't use it.
I didn't do it. Tammy, I didn't do it. It was in the little green thingy, and now it's not. Maybe I put it up here. Let's twirl this around for a second and see if I can't locate it. If not, it's okay. I will use something else from the drawer of magic. I don't know where the tape runner went, but we will find it before next week. I probably put it up here. Oh, wait. I think I remember where I put it. Ta-da! I found it. So I wanted to explain why I chose the position of the design papers in this, and it's because of the contrastability of all of the colors. So if you're going to use design paper in a way that is flattering for your project, try and contrast the colors or design as much as possible. So I used from the Sincerely Yours design paper pack, which I should grab and show you, which I will in a second. I don't even know where that box went.
Which box?
The design paper box.
Is
It's a basket. Yes, that is it. Why is it on the floor?
Because it was in my way when I cut for you.
See, you guys, he did move it.
But I didn't touch the tape runner.
I have a lot of design papers in the store. I think that's my favorite part. I honestly do. Where are you? Here, let me move this closer to the middle. La, 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 la. Ooh, that's one of my favorite, Crafty and Sweet. So pink. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so this is my stash. Every time I make a new design paper pack, I keep one of them so that I can use them and show. Let me take it out and just show you the cover so you can see all the beautiful different designs. When I design them, there is an intentional route that I take. And
what's the best paper to print digital?
Do you want to go over there and find the bag that our stock paper comes out of and tell them? He'll grab that for you. I print them here. So let me make sure I'm in the middle of the, yep, I am. So what I like to do is use a few geometric, not a great deal of geometric, but in the geometric, I want to use 3 to 4 different colors. That's what we're using right now. Okay, so it is a 60-pound Nina cardstock, bright white, 100% white. So I use a few geometrical shaped, and then I pick a design. So I know that the primary colors in this that were going to be Valentine's red, a bright pale pink, a medium colored pink. So here's the pale, right? And here's the medium. And then we mixed some of this floral design paper with a little bit of green so that you can add that to your project. And there is green in the paper that's over here. And then what we do is create designs, the dots mainly. 1, 2, 3, 4 different designs. Yes, James?
We're using HP 8210 printer.
HP 8210. It has the ability to print to edge. So you want a printer that you can use edge to edge, because when I sell the slim line, it specifically will print from one edge to the other and not leave you that little white strip at the edge. And that means that every single one of the pieces of paper are completely used as design paper. Okay. And the slimline paper is specifically slimline size because you can create 2 A2 size out of each piece of paper. So it looks like you're getting 1 sheet, but in reality, you could use this 1 sheet for a slimline die, which is 7.5 inch by usually 4 or 3 3/4 inch. So it's a different size or type or style of project that you're going to create. Or you can create 2 different A2 size by cutting this in half. So let me get back to designing real quick. I wanted to contrast black background with white dots and white background with black dots. I wanted to have 2 of the same patterns, but one using a light pink on the inside and dark red, and one using light pink on the outside using white, because those contrast a little bit better. So when I decided which pattern paper, put this back away, to design this with, I went with the solid black on the back, right? And those white little dots just kind of trim the space. This is a 4 1/4 by 5.5 according to the sketch. And then on the sketch, the next one is, I should have printed one of those for me. Where's the ruler? The sketch will have all the dimensions on it, but I didn't give myself a printout of it. So the pink paper was used on top of the black because it brings in the dark pink, the light pink, and the green. And it has a white background, so that's naturally going to contrast with the black a little bit better. So this one is
Kathy Myers joined.
Hi, Kathy. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. This is going to be 4. It's 1/2 1/4, 1/8.
Yes.
Yes. 4 1/8 by 5.5. I would think this one is 5.5. This ruler is wrong, James. I'm serious. Something's wrong. Maybe just print it out a little bit different or something. Because if I go from this 0 to this edge, and here, it is past 5.5, isn't it? So anyway, I went 1/4 inch smaller. It doesn't matter what size it actually originally started out
I cut
at.
it too big.
Oh, that could be. He did cut it for me. I'm going to blame him. Anyway, 1/4 inch here, and then 1/4 inch on each of the rest of the papers. Now, having added the pinks and the 2 pinks and the white and the green on the second layer, the third layer needed to be, again, something that was going to contrast with that. So if you look down here, it's very obvious that it doesn't follow a floral and it's more geometric, and it brings this one back into focus. So that's why I decided those 3 papers were going to be on top. And then with some of the little embellishment dyes that I'm going to use, I just stuck with very basic colors like the black and a pink. This is 1 sheet of paper. I haven't made this card yet. I did this on Adobe Illustrator. So here's the card base that we're going to use. Here is the first design paper. I like to make sure that I go all the way to the edges. Right. I can't stand the corners when they feel up. It makes me nuts. Isn't that weird? Would you give me my cutter, please? I think you left it on that little tray thing. And this one didn't go to the edge. So
You mean this one?
Yeah. Just put it down so I can use it. So this one I know fit the card perfectly. And there must have been something wrong when you cut, James, because see the overlap? I'm going to have to cut and trim all that off there, which means that these hopefully are still, yeah, they'll work.
I'm not a professional cutter.
It's all right, honey. I'll forgive you this time. Now, this one I want to use pop dots. And actually, they're not dots anymore. These are really awesome strips. No, they're whole strips. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
You call that a sneeze?
Right? Oh, Faith, your uncle's picking on me. So I'm just going to put 3 of these on. 1. Oh my goodness. What am I sneezing from? 2. So Faith and I are going to work on some product development because I have wanted to get into a particular style of stamp. I'm not going to say what it is because I want it to be a big surprise and have a big release for it and everything. But she's the perfect artist for it because she just has that kind of ability.
She's okay.
Yeah, she's a good girl. Okay. Here we go. So that's popped up a little bit, but not a lot. I did notice that they're very thin cushion, so you don't have to deal with a ton of it. I think, what would you say that thickness is? About an eighth?
About
an eighth. It's not very big. I'm going to pop up all of these layers because I think that this easy style of card demands from me, not from any of you. You can do it any way you want, but from me, it kind of demands some dimension. Like I gave it a little bit of extra attention. And I always rely on dimension for my extra attention. I don't know why. It just is an easy part of it. So there was a winner announced for, we just had the live with Bella Crafts magazine, and it went splendidly. She made a See You in the Center project with Gazing Gabe and Winking Wanda, which would turn out really, really cute. If you all have any love for interactive cards, certainly hop over there when you get an opportunity and check that out. It's a super cute project, but you can find it also on the Facebook group called TLC Designs or TLC Designs Creative Sharing. That's a Facebook group that you can join in and post your projects. Let us see what you guys are making. I'd love that.
I love interactive cards.
I know, right? Are you joking?
I love interactive cards.
Why do you say that?
Because I love interactive cards.
You do? I think he's joking. I can never tell. So I colored up. I want to show you the die set that I'm using. I colored up these illustrations from Krista Smith. Where did your son put the die?
The one you use.
Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Loving Petal Square. Am I in the middle of the?
Yes.
Okay. Loving Petal Square is the name of it. TLC Designs has 7 dies. This is the outside die. The one that we're going to use today is the inside so that you can actually have a recessed pop-up on the top of the outside. It comes with a really pretty oval label that has 2 little holes so you can put strings on the end or something, anything you wanted. And then it has the heart dies. So that's the one that I keep in my stash because it's still pretty. This is how I store them and actually what I use from them. So before I went live, I asked Mr. Cunliffe to cut the large black heart and the 2 medium pinks that I had printed the design paper on, and he just kind of went ahead and did that. Now, I went in and colored digitally, which I do a lot of my coloring digitally. Am I in the center? Almost. Why can't I figure out center?
Okay.
There it is. So this is Ben. We call him Ben Bot. This is the little guy from I Heart You, Mom. I want to say, Mom, I Heart You, something like that. And this is from the brand new set that came out digitally with the Challenge 118 Sketch
Nerdy
Easy.
bot.
Huh?
Nerdy bot.
Nerdy? Which one's nerdy?
One on the right.
The girl?
Yeah.
She's not nerdy. She's got a super cute little. These aren't even hairs. They're like electrical wires. Krista Smith is a genius, number one. They're electrical wires that are, her hair is long. It's up in a bun. She's not a nerd. And they have little embellishments like the heart. And then over here is a little bird. His set comes with an oil can. And this whole set that hasn't been released with the other girl yet in a regular polymer stamp set has walkie-talkies and things like that. So what?
Don says, refresh my mind. Where can I see projects using a specific dye?
I don't think I sorted the YouTube channel out per dye, but I can tell you if you go into the store, Dawn, and look up a dye, for example, the one that we're using today, look that up, find it in the store, and underneath the actual dye, it'll show you all the projects that the design team or myself have made with that dye. So it's in the store on the particular dye. And if you want to do a little bit of searching in the blog, you could, it just depends on if you know what you're looking for, or if you know you're looking for a square versus an oval, you can go in and look at that particular project that has the oval dye that you're looking for, and you find all the projects there. So I colored and then put them all on a white piece of paper and used the smaller of the two dyes that come in the set, which, what have I done? Oh, it's probably still in here. I'm doing it, guys. Just use this, right? And I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough time tonight to do one individually or use the one that I printed. So I think I've decided to do that. So I have them printed in different ways. But I do also want to show you how easy it would be. A lot of my watchers do not enjoy fussy cutting. Sometimes I fussy cut just for the fun of it. And I, for some reason, find it extremely relaxing and therapeutic.
I think you and Dawn are the ones that like fussy cutting.
Something about having to stay that distance. It's like a challenge. You need to stay a specific distance from your illustration. And it's kind of like an exam or a test like your math teacher would give you. It's like, did I get it right? Look at how close that is. Am I in the center? See? I love it.
Wow.
Anyway, what I could do is even go one step further with this project by fussy cutting one or two of the objects and bump them up higher, so it kind of even looks more as if it's a real scene with a bunch of real bots.
I find it a challenge just to hold the scissors correctly.
Why? You've been holding scissors your whole life. Why is it so hard?
I don't use them enough.
Oh. Well, if you get the right pair of scissors, they just become an extension of your hand. Like these.
Like a sword?
No, you use swords all the time, though. You would think it would be easy. So let me just... I gave him pink shoes. Is he not the cutest darn thing on the planet? He's got a little flower behind his back. And it's so... what's the word I'm looking for? Valid to have him and her on a card right after Valentine's Day. Valid's not a good word. What word am I thinking of? Coincidental. So I'll think of it. COVID stole my words. I told my niece that the other day. She thought that was hilarious. So what I'm going to do, picking my fingernails, I'm going to pop him up. Dun, 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 dun.
wonder if Kevin's watching. Ask Faith if Kevin's watching. Faith is
I'm
Jim's.
not going to ask her. You ask her.
Why? I meant in writing, Jim. You know, like the thingy. Did she comment? You're going to want to comment, everyone, because you could win the giveaway for the week. If you comment, we can pick you. If you don't comment, we can't pick you.
He's playing video games.
Oh. Probably does that quite a bit. So they're twins, Faith and Kevin. And they are my husband's sister's children. And they are 15. I think I got that right.
16 in July.
16 in July, which is really, really scary because now I'm old. All right, so I'm going to pop him up because I think it's going to give... Oh, you better be nice. I know where you live. All right, so that one, and what else should we pop up, you guys? Should it be the girl?
The nerdy bot.
Oh, no, I definitely have to hand cut these out. These are the walkie-talkies. I thought, how cute is that? I have walkie-talkies for my robots. Oh. I asked her for some cute little... I'm going to do this flower arrangement and pop it up. I kind of got to stay close to the illustration. Not quite as distant. I know you guys didn't want to sit and watch me do the fussy cutting necessarily, but it's part of the project. And because I've already colored...
As long as they don't have to do it, they don't mind.
I see. You don't mind watching me do it. You just don't want to do it. Who said that?
Me.
Oh. I tend not to listen to you.
But I believe they're thinking.
I want to know what the other one... I'm going to use a little piece of this that I had cut off a previous one. And I'm going to pop this one up. Oh, I don't like how that's cut.
Dawn was thinking that.
Yeah. Defending Dawn. Go ahead. Be his best bud. Okay. I missed doing this. I should have gotten back here much sooner, but it's a little more complicated than people might think. I think I'm just going to pop up this heart for the last one. It kind of gives it a separation from the girl, which is always good. Brings your focus to the small details of the project, which is something we all want to do. We want to have a focal point. Where do the eyes go? That's what your focal point is. But to embellish kind of the other sections and to keep the project symmetrical, you want to definitely have something that's nice to look at in the other sections of the card, but they're not overbearing. You want them small. I don't think I'm there. It's like, how do I get that? Time to clip my nails down lower. Okay, so we're going to pop this heart right over the other one. I'm going to get some glossy accents. If you guys don't play with this very often, it's awesome. I'm going to put just a drop or two on the heart to make half of it shine. She has glasses on, so we need those to shine. Look like glass. Not that they're not robots and most of their bodies will shine anyway, but let's put this one here. Let's get his little ear pieces shiny. And this eye of the bird, maybe the blue. I think I might get the gel pen out now. If I can find the white. That's nice. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, no, black. I don't want black. I want, oh, maybe. That might be kind of cute, actually. Let me just, am I in the screen, honey?
Yes.
Okay. It might look a little bit cute to embellish. This is a black gel pen. Why it won't write, I have no idea. Apparently does not like that piece of the little boy. His name is Ben. Isn't he the cutest? So kind of evenly space out your gel dots. It'll give it a little bit more uniformity. This is like a Black-Eyed Susan, but opposite. He's cute. I like doing this stuff. I really do. I'm going to put some black dots in her hair. Now you could use white or go with the black. Anything that kind of brings your eye over to them. Super cute. Okay. So cute. All right. So then this is the last layer that we're going to pop up. Where did my hair? I'm going to give this a minute to dry first. In the meantime, according to the sketch, this one goes here. Let's pop it up.
Is the word you're looking for earlier timely?
Maybe. Who thought of that?
Amy.
I don't know. Yeah, it could be. Appropriate. That's the word I was looking for. Appropriate. It was perfectly appropriate to have this just after Valentine's Day. That's the word I wanted. But thanks, Amy. Keep helping me speak English because Lord knows I
Losing it.
need all the help I can get. You hush. You can't do it any better than me anymore.
I'm probably worse than you are.
It's true, guys. We are losing it. But I don't run a huge conglomerate store. I have a sweet, small, little, affordable shop full of reliable, quality products that I believe are genuinely exclusive to my shop, and I will sell them until I die, probably, because I truly, honestly just love crafting, and I want to give some back to my fellow crafty people. I'm not here to make $1 million. I just want to offer good products, which reminds me, if you guys haven't found the blowing bubbles and the other 3 brand new 4x4 kits or sets, stamp sets.
Judy Clark joined from Australia.
Who?
Judy Clark.
Hi, Judy. I'm happy to have you with us. I'm not sure if she's new or not. I don't think I remember the name right off the top of my head. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're having some fun tonight with the Sketch Easy February challenge bundle. You get the illustration stamps and the papers. Could you put that picture of the bundle back up for me? Just
The
so that
bundle?
the Sketch Easy bundle.
Yeah, let's see if I can get the right one. Is it this one?
Yes. I want to get this one a little bit closer. And then the third. So I also noticed that some of the other girls use the flags without something behind them. I was going to go with black. If I were to do this again, I think I would matte this design paper with black instead of white because I think it would pop a little bit better.
Can we go back to the
Go back to my hands. Like you can see it, there's a little bit of white around the edges here. I would make that black next time because I just think that it would contrast just a little bit better and it would pop better. I do like it with the white because it kind of keeps it a little bit more clean looking, but it doesn't pop as well as I'd like. I am in love with these pop-outs with a foam tape. They're the easiest. By now I would have had to use like 10 circles on each of these and then pull off all the paper for all of those 10. This way,
sounds like fun.
this way it's a little bit easier. Keeps it a little bit more simple. And where in the world did I put, here's the gel pens. And here's white. I'm going to try that too. Let's see what else I can add to it. Because the silver that I used on their faces does darken them a little bit more than I like. So the tops of these banners all meet. Okay. And then what we're going to do, put this here. So cute. You are so odd, dear. I might not even have to pop that up because everything under it is popped up. So what I think I'll do is use the tape runner down here, not on the top where you're going to see it. I want to see the ribbons at the top and I want to see the ribbons at the bottom. Not happy with it being unstraight, non-straight. Is that the word I'm looking for? Not straight. Jeez. Crooked. Yes, darling. Crooked. Where's the white? Why isn't the white coming out?
It is. You just can't tell because you're not white.
Let me see what I can do about that. Get my sample out. Am I in the middle?
Close enough. See, good white.
But it's not the bright white like I like. Some of these pens don't work the way I want them to. Let's see if this one, this is a different brand. There we go. It's white. Haha. Ta-da. Okay, this one is a Jelly Roll.
That sounds good.
Right? It doesn't say the color or the code or anything like that. It is an XPGB number 50. And it looks like this when you use it. Isn't that pretty? Yay. So let's do that. Am I in the center? Yes. I'm going to give her, I just want to brighten up. I'm going to brighten up her dress. It just brings it to life, makes it a little bit more animated. I'm going to put the white dots next to the black ones on her shoes. Also with the white gel, you can kind of come in and do a little bit of glow work, which is brighten up certain sections and corners to make it really pop up even more. So for example, let's add a little bit of white to her hair where the light would be hitting it the most. Right?
Yeah.
Let's do a little bit here. A little bit there. This little guy, again, I'm going to put white dots right next to the black ones to kind of make it look like the white dots are what you actually have on the shoe, and the black dot is a shadow of it. Kind of brings that shoe to life. So we're going to do that. And where else does he need it, babe? He's so cute. I'm going to put polka dots by his cheeks. He's darling. Add a little bit of, look how tiny that is. This pen is really good.
Amy says it seems like the jelly roll is one everyone has the best luck with.
Yeah?
Faith uses it too when she does markers
Oh, yeah?
for doing highlights.
I got a bunch of stuff in today too, Faith. So when you come over on Saturday, we can do some product development, which will be really fun. Just going to add a little bit of shading and some white to the shoes. I don't want to touch the glossy stuff that I added to these guys. And that's it. How super sweet is he? Oh my gosh, I'm in love with Ben. He's such a cutie pie. All of these stamps are exclusive to TLC Designs. They're all digital, so you can make them any size you like. And you can revert that, or it's called reversion or something, where you change.
Mirror them.
Yeah, she originally is facing the other way, and it didn't work for this particular project. So is it inverted?
Yeah,
Inverted her in the Adobe Illustrator program, which you can do in any of the JPEG or PDF programs that are for editing and creating things. That let's do not that one. Where's the pen I just had? I don't think it was that.
The jelly roll?
Yeah,
I
it's
could
not
go
on
for
my.
a jelly roll right now.
No. You may not have a jelly roll. No, no, no. I'm going to do some dots on the heart. My hand wasn't so shaky. They'd come out more round. I think I'm just going to do one side. Isn't that cute? And then we have, where's those other two? Here's one. Where'd the other one go?
Flip and
There it
rotate
is.
Or a publisher closet.
What?
Flip and rotate or a publisher
Oh,
closet. with the
okay.
image.
That's good to know. And I know for a fact that the Silhouette program can do it too. We're going to get into some SVG cut templates here at TLC Designs because that's when I started. Originally, I ran an Etsy store for SVG cut templates only, and they made shaped cards. So we have a lot coming out in 2023. So hold on to your horses, ladies. Crafty peeps. Lots coming.
Brenda Katrine made it.
Hi, Brenda. I have a teapot and a pumpkin and a witch's hat. I have a ton of SVGs coming. Used to sell them all the time in my Etsy store before I even went into business for the card industry. So I'm going to put this pink one up here. Apparently, I'm going to have to tape both sides of it. There we go. One pretty little pink heart with gel dots. Suppose I could use, if I could find it, liquid glue. I don't use it very often. Am I in the center?
Close enough.
Oh, you went close?
I did.
Let's see. So we have 3 cameras now set up so that I can feel like a normal video person instead of someone pretending to be a video person. Like we did last week. It was really dark and we didn't have the overhead lights and we didn't have 3 cameras and I don't know, it just got really messy. But we are so much better now. I'll break out in song in a second. I do love crafting. Okay. And that's part of the sketch as well. Those 3 little pieces up there. What time is it?
It's 8:53.
Oh, we are
Eastern time.
doing so well. So let's make sure everyone gets a 2-minute chance to comment. And Mr. Jim is going to find the winner by counting up
Nope,
from
I
the
got my
bottom.
spinner.
Oh, he wants to use the spinner. But what if they're not currently present? Then they don't win?
I guess.
Okay, so are you spinning?
No, not yet.
You might as well spin. I don't know what you're waiting for. A holiday?
Holiday.
Don't be waiting for no holidays. They're not coming in. The next one's what? Easter
Do you
on
know
Mother's Day.
what you're giving away?
I'm giving away the Sketch Easy Challenge 118 digital
Okay.
to the winner. So you'll get the designer paper pad, Sincerely Yours. You'll get the little girls, Besties. If you design with it, enter your project in the Facebook group, TLC Designs Creative Sharing, in the right folder up at the top. Go to the sketch folder, enter your project, and you could win $10, meaning you could buy next month's sketch and still get some more designer paper or some other kind of digital image. Or I don't think we have any dies at that price, but you might be able to find some stamps on clearance. So I'm just, because I wanted to, adding, I should pop it up, shouldn't I? this.
Because I only have one screen, I can't share, but I'm gonna go ahead and spin. I got the names up.
Okay.
I'm going to hit the spinner now.
Can they see it?
No.
They can't see it
Not
spinning?
until I get a second screen set up.
Oh. Sorry, folks.
And almost there. Naomi Stratton.
Okay. Congratulations, Naomi. Could you let us know if you're still online with us? And I would love it if you would send me a message at tlcdesigns.customerservice@gmail.com. And let me know that you're the winner, and I will get your, all right, focus out one at least. There's the finished project. Look how cute. So sweet. I'm going to take a picture. I'll post this tomorrow, hopefully, if I get a chance, in the Facebook group and also on the TLC Designs store page. You can go directly to my face on, please, Mr. Cunliffe. Let me know when they can see me. Okay. Tammy Louise with TLC Designs. I'm really glad if any of you are brand new to the group. I'm live every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. We're creating, we're crafting, we're getting inky. Sometimes we just have a big laugh fest. Sometimes it's just so fun we can't stand it. People are cooking their dinner. People are getting ready to sit down and relax, and they need that 5-10 minute break to craft. And that's what I want to make easier for them with the sketches. Making it as affordable as possible. It does only stay at $5 for the month that it is participating in, and then it goes to the regular price. So if you like sketches and if you like to get design papers that are exclusive and things to play with like that, and you're prepared to print out and use digital stamps, we welcome you. All of the ladies that are always here, and my niece, of course, Faith. I really appreciate you coming in and stopping by to visit with us this week. And if you have not hopped yet, go to the Instagram page and leave a message on the hop. You could win a $20 gift card. If you participate in this sketch, you could win a $10 gift card by February 28th is when this closes. What else do we have going on? It seems like we have a whole lot going on. We just had the release for February, and the hop is currently on. I think I said that. So I think that is it for this week. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I hope you enjoyed your day or took some time at least to try and relax and do something that you truly enjoy. And I will see all of you again next Thursday night at 8 o'clock. I don't think it's a holiday, right? No.
No.
Next Thursday night at 8 o'clock. And we love you here at TLC Designs, and we will see you soon.